Good to go. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. It's Riz here from Arch/Academy of Champions. We're here today. This is the second part as such of episode 4. We have Danny, brother Danny Hussain. Hussain, the surname in it, Danny? Yeah?
Hussain,
yeah, make sure I got that right. From Al-Mateen Foundation. Danny, do you want to give it a proper introduction to yourself?
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you for having me, Uncle Riz.
Uncle.
I'm one of the founders of Al-Mateen Foundation. It's in the memory of my youngest brother who passed away in 2024. I established Al-Mateen Foundation with my parents, with my family, and 2 of his best friends. And the reason why Al-Mateen was created was from the name itself. Al-Mateen is one of the names of Allah in the 100 names, and he lived by his name. So Al-Mateen stands for the firm, the steadfast.
MashaAllah.
So from his dying days, from the last 2 weeks, he never shed a tear. You know, he was always joyful, happy, and Al-Mateen is a way to bring awareness and create a lasting legacy of my brother, and to bring the communities together. And it's all it is one ummah.
Yeah.
And
No, mashallah, amazing, and thank you for that amazing introduction as well, Danny. So guys, anyone that's tuning in, I just want to obviously let you know, I've known Danny probably about a month. About a month?
About 3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah, just 3 weeks.
Coming towards the birthday.
Alhamdulillah, and obviously already, mashallah, amazing guy, doing some amazing things for an amazing cause with amazing purpose as well. Thank you for coming, Danny, because I know, I'll just, for the viewers, you're obviously quite young, 24, 25?
26, I turned
26,
27.
26, 27, mashallah. So look, he's turning 27 this year, yeah?
Yeah,
So he's a young lad compared to me anyway. Some people might listen to this, might be younger, whatever it is, but compared to me, he's a young lad. And already, obviously, with amazing purpose, you've done some amazing things. So thank you, firstly, for making the trip to Redditch today. I know it hasn't been the easiest trip to get here from Smallheath in Birmingham, because you do drive or you don't drive?
I do and don't.
But you do drive, but you didn't have access to a vehicle today. So you still made the time to come. Don't worry, we're going to make sure we get you home properly as well. Don't worry about Danny. So guys, as I said, thank you so much to Danny firstly for joining us. And I just want to mention before we go into the conversation with Danny from Al-Mateen Foundation, a very, very big thank you again, as I said in the previous conversation with the Worcester Palestine lads, to our hospitality providers today, which is On the Munchies from Redditch, On the Munchies Pizzas, and also On the Munchies Desserts as well, who have kindly provided all the hospitality as well. And also to the likes of Dinaz, who has supported us by just literally helping us with the logistics of some of the things that we've had to do. And again, as mentioned earlier as well, both Faiz and Isam for all their support as well with the technical side. So everything that we're trying to do it's not possible without people like yourself coming to talk about your cause and your purpose, Danny, and also the guys in the background, and of course the Worcester Palestine lads who have departed us for this stage at the moment, but they've given us a great insight to their works. Danny, I want to ask you a couple of questions, just around obviously the purpose. You've mentioned it already a little bit, just to go a little bit deeper if you don't mind. Some of the amazing work that Al-Mateen Foundation have done. Obviously, we had a football match last week, which, in my opinion, raised a fantastic amount of money for what was a 90-minute football match. Obviously, we can talk a little bit about how that funds are going to be used. The work that you do with GRT, I know you've mentioned that as well, and hopefully a little bit about your long-term projects. Is that okay? Yeah. So you mentioned obviously Danny about Al-Mateen Foundation, the deeply personal cause around obviously, and how you set up around the passing of your brother, and the things that you obviously your brother's a great inspiration about the great work that he did as well. And as you mentioned, the word Al-Mateen, and Mateen is about being steadfast, and he's very steadfast. And that, to be honest, when you were just talking there, is very, very it was heart touching as well. So fair play to Danny. But tell me a little bit about not just why, because you've explained why, but why did you think that the charity is one of the best things to do? Is it because of the inspiration that your brother left, or is it because you think, you know what, we want to do something to benefit him in the next life as well? Why did you want to use that realm of charity to try and do good things?
When honestly, I did not know that as a family, as like brothers, as a community, and that we would create Al-Mateen Foundation. But me as a brother, I did not know he was doing charity work.
Okay, mashallah. That's credit to him.
So of course, the ongoing situation with Gaza, Palestine, all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, he was working with Islamic Relief.
Okay.
I only got to know that was afterwards when he passed away. You know, him as a person, on his janazah, you know, all that kind of stuff.
I heard the eulogy.
It was really packed out. There was so many people, and they were all coming up to me, telling me how great your brother was, how he helped them academically, you know, all that kind of stuff, you know, and knowing that, right, yeah, that's why I had to bring that Al-Mateen Foundation. Of course, yeah, for my parents as well, you know, for them to see something like long-lasting legacy for him, you know, so of course they won't be at peace, but at least this will give them something that, you know, they can, you know, be like, they'll meet him in the next life sort of thing.
And it's a brilliant inspiration to everyone else that's listening and obviously watching it as well. Some of the amazing things that people do without even talking about it and knowing about. Obviously, you mentioned there you didn't even know about the great work that your brother was doing as well, but people around him knew it. People said good things as well. You've obviously done some fantastic projects already in such a short space of time. Now, some people might listen to this and they might think 2 years is not a short space of time, but 2 years, I can tell you from experience of community work and that sort of stuff, 2 years is a very short space of time considering all the things that you've done. So just talk to me a little bit about, Danny, if you don't mind, some of the projects that you've already managed to mobilise and complete, and some of the obviously impact that's had in different countries as well.
So we specialise in water wells.
Specialise, okay.
Yeah, specialise in water wells and water pumps. Right, yeah, that's what the charity is about. You know, giving water, giving hope, giving life to people in need, you know, in poverty. You know, so you got Pakistan, you got Uganda, you got Bangladesh. Them are the 3 countries that we are currently in. So far right now, we've built 11 water pumps, 1 water well.
That's amazing.
And we did just recently, just Ramadan just gone past, we did a Gaza water distribution across 10 different camps. And all money that's been raised has been through events, especially football, through our donors, through the brotherhood around me, family, friends. The sport has been like amazing. Like Booker Wholesale have been supporting the cause. Our Marketing PLC, they have been supporting as well. I got my buckets across both companies, and you know, with the sport, everyone right here, the water well, the campaign itself, we've raised so far to date over £9,000.
Marsh, that's amazing.
And that's only across probably about 1.5 months, 1 year and a half worth of work. You know, doing events at ASDA. That was last year that we did that, the ASDA event. We raised over £400 just on Mother's Day weekend. You know, with all this money that's being raised in that year, it's all going to a good cause for these like little kids who, of course, they, you know,
difficult, isn't it, for them?
Very difficult, especially now. You know, they want to grow up, right? Yeah, they want to become something, and you know, with water, you know, every human needs it.
Of course.
And
so it's a necessity, but
it's a necessity.
It's just something that we here, especially in this country, we sometimes don't appreciate the blessing of it. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So Danny, obviously some amazing words again, and really inspirational as well. So I just want to ask you about the different countries as well. So we saw a couple of photos there. Where have your projects? What countries have they been mobilised in?
So 3 countries at the moment. So Pakistan, Bangladesh, and Uganda.
Amazing. Okay. Yeah.
And hopefully in the next couple of months, we'll be expanding to Yemen.
Yemen as well, mashallah.
Yemen,
okay. Yeah.
Because of course through the events that we did with yourself last week.
That was your hard work. Now we just turned up and played.
Without you, it was impossible. But
no.
So with your donations, with whatever we raised from our side, from Birmingham, together, you know, and then we got like another event coming up soon as well. So with all that, right, yeah, we hopefully, inshallah, we'll be in Yemen soon.
That's amazing.
And with the help of GRT as well, we'll be in more countries, working with them on a daily basis, weekly basis, and inshallah we'll carry on with the Al-Mateen Foundation.
Inshallah, yeah, amazing. So obviously you mentioned GRT. The lads, quite a few lads have mentioned GRT. Funk's mentioned. You probably haven't met Funk's, I think, but Funk's from Rahma Sports. They work very closely with GRT. The Worcester Palestine lads work very closely with GRT. We work very closely with Ummah Welfare Trust as a charity. We know the GRT brothers very well. I know obviously the guys that you know, Shahid. Do you know Atik as well?
No, only Shahid.
You know Shahid,
and Bilal.
Yeah, may have met Bilal in person,
Yeah.
but I don't know in person. But Shaheed, I know. Obviously, met Shaheed a couple of times, and I think it might be his nephew. I think Atiq's his nephew,
Yeah.
but I know Atiq very, very well. Like we go back a very, very long way. So just tell me a little bit. Again, some of the guys hearing this, and watching this, will probably already know a little bit about GRT. Well, not probably. They probably definitely know about GRT. But why GRT? Why did you decide that you want to use GRT? And how did that decision come about?
So the way it came about was my first ever event that I did. That was at Asda, right? Yeah, and I was packing up, so I raised whatever I raised on Mother's Day's weekend, right? Yeah, and I'm packing up. So this is the banner that I was using on the day. So I was packing that up.
Just you on your own?
It was me and Abdul Jabbar. He's another founder of the organisation. He came on the football.
Yeah, he did a nice guy. Yeah.
It was just me and him, right? Yeah, and we were packing up. We had done this about 6 p.m. and someone came around me and tapped my back. And then he started asking me questions and stuff like that. And it was Uncle Shaheed.
Okay, mashallah.
It was Shaheed himself.
He's a big guy, Shaheed.
Yeah. And he goes, like, what's your organisation about? Tell me a bit more about it and all that kind of stuff, right? How did you even get into it as well? So we explained to him, right, what our cause is about, why I'm doing it, gave him a bit more detail on the organisation, all that kind of stuff, right? And all he said to me, he was quite amazed because, of course, as a young lad, standing, on a weekend, with the buckets and all that kind of stuff, it's not a very,
takes time,
it's not an easy job to do. You have to build the network, you have to build the charity, you have to build the donation and everything. And literally all he said to me, here's my card, come meet me, let's have a meeting. And he gave us a donation on the day as well. And yeah, after the event, about a couple of weeks, I booked a meeting with him. He gave me his office address, went down, sat down with him, and the rest is history. That's where I met Bilal after meeting Shaheed. He gave me Bilal as a assistant, like a support. So since the organisation has been running, Bilal has been supporting me throughout, from the get-go. I'll go to him for, my water wells, my pumps, everything. He guides me, but yeah, like without GRT, without Shaheed, without meeting Shaheed on the event day in Asda, I wouldn't be where I would be now.
No, amazing. So, but the fact that you went out to Asda, obviously, is a deeply personal cause to you. So there's definitely more of obviously a desire to do it. But going out and standing in, is it Asda and Small Leaf?
No, Asda and Shirley.
Asda and Shirley, okay, yeah, I know the Asda and Shirley.
So, best believe, when I was going to college, university, I used to work here part-time.
Asda in
Shirley.
In Shirley.
Yeah. So built the good network and everything. I used to work here.
That's good. So they give you that space.
They gave me that space. It's like home.
Yeah, okay. They know you very well.
Yeah, even like today, if I want to do anything, the door's open for me.
That's good. That's credit to you, because obviously they like you, don't they, as a person? So they're willing to help you, and they like what you're doing, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was going to ask you, Danny. Obviously, on that, standing out on a weekend, on a Saturday, whatever.
Yeah, on the weekend.
And for most people who, even in the charity space, volunteering space, that's a tough thing to do. You're probably there how many? 6, 7, 8 hours?
I was there from 9 o'clock in the morning till about 6 p.m.
Yes,
2 days, Saturday and Sunday.
Yes, it's a long shift, isn't it, Jamie? But again, obviously, it's a deeply personal cause to yourself. So you obviously got a clear desire to do what you need to do, and there's a lot of good things happening on the back of it. But what was that like? What was that experience like trying to fundraise, especially in Shirley? With respect to Shirley, it's not like obviously there's other parts of Birmingham which are more Muslim populated as such. Shirley is slightly outside, lovely area, but slightly outside, isn't it? What was it like trying to fundraise in Shirley?
At first, I thought it would be difficult because, of course, you have to look at the community where you're around, where you set up. It's more like English than it is Asian. But I'll be honest with you, the 2 days I was there,
everyone supported.
Every single person, doesn't matter.
Amazing.
Doesn't matter what background you're from, whatever it is, everyone supported the cause. Even to date, there's different cultures, different backgrounds.
I saw that, football.
There's the football game. We had Vish. He's one of them. He's an Indian guy.
Top lad, good footballer.
Good footballer. He has been supporting us, with the charity, since day one. we have quite a few. You know, Booker Wholesale as a company itself, you know, they're supporting us. You know, at charity tubs are there. So as you walk in, you'll see at charity tubs there. You'll see all the work that's being done.
Yeah.
You know, people wearing high vis of, you know, our logo and all that kind of stuff. So it's.
You just got loads of backing and support, basically.
The
You didn't
backing
find it tough?
At instance, I did find it like tough because it's the first thing that I'm doing. Like there's no support, there's nothing. But when I'm doing it, when I'm in the action of doing it and stuff like that, right? Yeah, it was like, why was I worried? Why I was worried for it? Like it's okay. Like, but of course, my backing. You know, there's a lot of people that have supported me on this journey.
Fair play.
You know, my older sister. You know, there's Awam, Uncle Sal, he's supporting me on the charity. My father, without him, you know, I would have these connections. You know, he's one of his best friends. I call him Uncle Rob. He's supporting me as well. So there's so many people right here that who are supporting me on this journey, and it ain't gonna stop here. It's gonna carry on. You know, it's carrying on and make something big.
But that's a credit to you and also obviously your brother's legacy. So. Again, you know, the guys, I can only say this because we had a conversation about this just before we started. And again, I won't quote the amounts or nothing because it's not always about the amounts, but the amount of, I will quote the amount that we fundraised. We raised £900 for a 90-minute game, which the vast majority you guys did. Yeah, we just, and this is obviously my lads did an amazing job because we booked the pitch and all that sort of stuff. But you lot did a fantastic fundraiser there. And you had guys who turned up and they donated, which I think is a very, very big amount for a football match at 90 minutes. So again, that's, I think, credit to your brother, his legacy, mashallah, and also your hard work and your efforts as well. And I also want to say this as well, and as someone who, again, I can only talk from experience, again, not saying, oh, I'm a fantastic, because I'm not honestly, for myself, I'm not a good fundraiser. Half decent organiser with a lot of support, but not a good fundraiser. But, you know, to be able to mobilise these kind of projects at your age, to be able to raise the money, testament to yourself and your brother as well, of course, Al-Mateen, and all the family as well, and the foundation as well. But also, I just want to say this: if in my opinion, that takes action. You know, the ability to take action. So you clearly, as a young man, and obviously with the support of all those around you, your brother, your family, your very good friends who I saw how good your friendship is with all the people on Sunday in the football match as well. You took action with your family as well. Can you just tell me, as a young person, again, I'm saying this as someone who's older. So for me, obviously 26 is a young age. As someone who's doing this, how can you, like, is there anything that you want to tell anybody else who's thinking about maybe setting up a community project or a charity project? What does it take? What are the kind of steps and that mindset that it takes? Again, yours is a personal driver. So yours is a little bit different because it's personally everything for you. But obviously there's other people out there that raise for different type of projects and different type of causes. What sort of tips would you give to them?
I think this is a lot of people, right? I think I do this full time. Yeah. Right.
Because it takes a lot of work.
But in reality, right? Yeah, I have my own profession. I have my own career, right? Yeah, which I do full time, right? Yeah, and this charity is like, you know, a side thing. There's a hustle that I do, right? Yeah, in the memory of my brother. Yeah. So anything is impossible. You know, anything. It depends on the mindset. It depends on how you are with people. You know, the community, the support, you know, all these kind of things, right, take place. But if I was to, you know, give some sort of, you know, idea to someone if they wanted to, you know, open an organisation and stuff like that.
Or even support an organisation.
Even supporting. Yeah. There's nothing stopping you. There's one thing, right, a charity does not decrease wealth.
100%, yeah.
It doesn't. And with the lads, right, yeah, like who we've so far done about 3 football events. We did one for Gaza, then we did one just before we had the match with you guys. Yeah. You know, all the lads who are supported, right, yeah, all generous. You know, because they know, right, yeah, that the cause of it is, yes, it's personal, but they know, right, the impact. They know where the money is going to. They know everything what's happening. You know, the behind the scenes and everything, right, yeah. They know everything from A to Z. You know, it's there, it's on camera, it's on social media, it's everywhere. Yeah. You know, the advertisement and everything is all there. You know, all donations and everything, right? Yeah, it's all going into ACT. But like I said, anyone can do it. If I can do it, and this is me doing it on a personal basis, and having my career, right? Yeah, anybody can do it.
Yeah, I just want to ask you about that. Obviously, again, before we spoke about this, before we started this interview podcast, whatever you want to call it, and I asked you about how you manage your time. So the lads obviously here, they know you've just told them as well behind the camera. You already told me, I think, a couple of weeks ago on the phone that you're an aircraft engineer.
Yes.
Yeah, so by profession, you're an aircraft engineer. You also run a couple. And obviously, you run the charity with the support of your brother and everyone else. And I can tell you, as someone who works full time and does a little bit of community work with a lot of support, it's a hard thing to manage. How do you manage your time? How do you do all that? And that's because to me, I think I think fair play to Danny and all the guys. 26-year-old lad doing all this. But did you not ever feel like it could burn you out or anything like that?
I wouldn't say burnout. I don't feel burnout because running charity, that's something that I love to do.
Good.
And doing it for my brother, it's just like crazy to do something like this. And with my timing and all that kind of stuff, it's all about the mindset. If you are willing to give that 100%, you're gonna give it. Credit to the people really behind me. Again, majority of it right here, like the organization, majority of right here, there's certain people who help me. One of them is one of my older brother's friend, MD. That.
I met MD. Yeah.
The one that was
right back in it.
Yeah. The quite tough guy. He has supported me from day one. There he is, just standing next to my brother.
This MD here, isn't it?
Yeah, that one.
Has he got a chain on?
Him himself, he's brought in a lot of people from his side, like his friends, and then from their friends, the word is going out, the word is spreading. And with all these events that are happening and stuff right here, he brings in a lot of people. There's a lot of, like sometimes I'm stuck to who to pick, so that's why I have to create more events to give everyone right here the equal opportunity sort of thing.
Get him involved
and raise awareness, raise the cause, get all the brothers together, all this kind of stuff. So credit to him, credit to every single person who's attended every single event. Without them, it's impossible.
100%. You need people to obviously back you as well. And obviously, mashallah, there's a lot of barakah in your work as well. So I've got to give you credit. So talk to me. Obviously, as you know, Danny, we use sports as a fundraising tool. You probably gathered from our conversation, the lads that were here early and all the lads that are here today. Football is one of our biggest tools that we use. You just mentioned you've done 3 football events?
We've done 3.
3 to date, yeah. 3 to date, yeah? In the space of 2 years. And one of them was a big football tournament, isn't it?
We did the biggest one that we did was for Gaza.
It was a football tournament?
No, it was just 11v11.
Okay, fair play, yeah.
11v11.
What was this one here?
This one was just in April we did this.
What is it, 11v11?
11v11, Castlevale.
Castlevale, nice pitch.
Yeah, Castlevale. Yeah. So these are all the brothers that came out, supported the cause. Majority of them are familiar faces, like MD, Vish, all these guys.
That's Shirley, isn't it, by the way?
That's Shirley, that's Shirley. That's where first event that was.
Yeah, that's amazing. So just going back to the football element, why you use, again, I know, but I'm asking so you can obviously give the insight to the viewers. Why football? Why do you use football as a tool?
It brings a lot of people together. The brotherhood, right? Yeah, like it's crazy, right? Yeah, and it raises a lot of awareness, a lot of donations, right? Yeah, and a lot of people do think football does not bring a lot, but it does. And one of them is unity. Without unity, right? Yeah, you won't be in these positions where you're raising donations for a good cause and stuff like that. But yeah, I would, if I was to recommend anyone for football, 100% all day long. It's
good for fundraising. It's a good tool.
It's a very good tool, for fundraising.
Because it brings people together. It's a sport that a lot of people like. It's a sport that if you're doing it for charity, you can get a lot of different people involved from different backgrounds. People are willing to support it, and of course, for yourselves, it's a brilliant purpose and brilliant cause as well. So you've done 3 events, which are all been 11-a-side matches.
All 11-a-side.
So you ever thought about doing a tournament?
I know you've been your tournament. You've been trying to get me involved in that.
We need people like you to take over, Danny.
So yeah, inshallah, we'll be joining that.
Inshallah. You're always welcome. Do you know what I mean? So, but go on, what are you going to say?
So yeah, inshallah we'll be joining that 6-a-side.
6-a-side football tournament.
Yeah. So that'll be our first 6-a-side.
But you'd be looking to join that, to play in it, to support what we're doing.
Yeah.
But I'm asking Danny, would you not do your own football tournament to raise funds for Al-Mateen? Have you ever thought about it, or do you want to just stick to 11-side matches? For now.
For now,
Yeah.
11-a-side.
Yeah.
Right, that's what's bringing a lot of people, through. They want to join, they want to, participate in events, all the kind of stuff. And I'll be honest with you, I'd rather stick with 11v11 because it generates a lot.
Yeah, in a short space of time, innit?
Yeah, in a sports, like say, about 1 or 2 weeks, generating a lot of, donations and stuff like from the brothers. And then them getting their parents or their brothers, their sisters, spreading the word, they raising donations, so every £5-10 that's coming through, But
can you
without,
pause that 1 minute, Sam? Yeah,
without 11v11, right, that's the best. But tournaments, I potentially would consider it, but right now, there's too many people that want to get involved, so I'd rather stick with, 11v11.
Yeah, I'm just that's brilliant. Dan. I've asked Isam just to pause on this for a reason. I'll explain that in a moment. Yeah. So this, can I call it a motto for the charity? One match, one mission, real impact. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this Al-Mateen Foundation's motto as such? Like,
no, so our slogan.
Slogan, sorry, that's the word. Slogan, sorry.
So our slogan is just right at the top. So a foundation for the nation.
Okay. Yeah.
So that was made by one of the other founders. Idris, he never came to the event.
Okay.
But he made that slogan. Like it was just in it was in my front room, right? Yeah, we just having a chat, about the organisation, what we're going to call it and stuff like that. And
so this started in a conversation in
a front room, And he just randomly came out, a foundation for the nation, and I was like, you know what, that's it.
It's nice, isn't it? Yeah.
And then the Al-Mateen Foundation, right? Yeah, that was created by the family and everything.
Yeah.
Because he lived by that name.
Yeah, mashallah.
Till the dying day.
Yeah, steadfast, as you said.
Steadfast.
Yeah, that's a really good, strong title, man.
And and the little you call it a rule of 3.
Okay.
1 match, 1 mission, real impact. I think it was myself or I think my designer who made that one. 1 match, 1 mission. The reason why we did call it that, because just by having one match, right? Yeah, we have 1 goal, which is to raise donations for water for the brothers who are in poverty and all that kind of stuff, and real impact, because this is the impact.
It is real impact,
because there's so many people that want to join.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, that's the impact. Right. Yeah, of putting 11v11s out to raise awareness, to raise donations. And this is what it creates.
Yeah, 100% is it's very good.
I had that connection with yourself, right? Yeah, in a space of what? Because I did the event in April. Yeah. That's when we reached out to one another the following month. Okay. And then from there, the rest is, history. Yeah. We might have another match coming soon with the Musta guys.
Oh, yeah.
That.
Just watch out, they're physical, man.
Don't worry.
They'll be nice. The other foes, he'll be nice to you now.
But with your connection, it's led on to a lot more connections, all the kind of stuff. But so it's just the impact. The impact, the word itself, right, has created all of this, all the water wells, the donations and everything. And it's all 1 mission, 1 unity, 1 ummah. You're creating great impact. Yeah,
brilliant. So Danny, just obviously, we talked about why you don't want to do tournaments at the moment. Totally understand, totally fine. You like to do, obviously, well, you don't like to do, but you prefer to do, and you like to do the one-off 11-a-side matches. So obviously the mission statement in the middle, 1 match, 1 mission, real impact. That 1 match, was it always, and by the way, I know this myself, people's vision changed slowly, obviously. You might do other things, but from the very off, did you always think the purpose, did you think first straight away, it's going to be football, and football is going to be my driver, that's going to be my tool, it's going to be 1 match at a time to raise funds and bring people together and have impact? Was that literally from the offset, or is that something that you've created just for that match, or was that something from the very off?
That was from the very off.
From the very off?
Yeah, that was created by myself, from brother MD. Yeah, MD. And of course, right, as an organisation, like in the finals and everything, right, we had a discussion and everything. From the offset, the football match was from the offset. And don't forget, we were only doing little events, because I did the ASDA one, My older sister did the bake sale, but they were just like small events, right? Yeah, but the football one, right, it was a bigger one.
Okay.
It was on like a different scale, and then from that, the Gaza one to the one in April to the one that we did last week is just purely 11v11, creating impact, and I think I will probably stick with 11v11 right, yeah, throughout.
They don't let me talk into tournaments.
But of course, right, yeah, you know, I'm trying to build like a team, right, yeah, where we can go and offer support, you know, with other organisations, stuff like that.
Good.
So we, as a staff, as an organisation, we are hoping to enter, you know, tournaments.
Good.
To support other causes.
And to also raise awareness for your own as well.
Exactly, yeah.
It's a good way of doing it, it's a good way to network.
So your tournament that's coming up,
Yeah.
so we want to support like you guys
Thank you.
Umma Welfare as well.
Yeah.
We want to support them on that, yeah, because, you know, without the brothers that we have, right, yeah, it's impossible. And I have a lot of backing again.
Good.
You know, with that, with the brotherhood, you know, I would rather use my my community that, you know, we built together and put it into other organizations and give them the support that they need so they can carry out their, you know, impact where they're doing, like, you know, food pack distribution, you know, like the Worcester guys, you know, they were doing like winter aid and, you know, all sorts, you know, so we want to be like in them stages where we can offer support.
Good.
Because for us as an organization, we only do purely water was and water pumps, you know. Probably in the foreseeable future, we might extend to other little bits. But as you know, like people with careers and, you know, all the kind of stuff and getting the right timing and putting these events up and stuff like that, you know.
Tough, isn't it?
It sometimes, right, yeah, it is tough. But, you know, at the end of the day, right, yeah, it's all about the impact.
Yeah, 100%.
It's all about the impact. But yeah, 100%. In the next, say, couple of months, right, yeah, we are hoping to enter, you know, tournaments where we can offer, you know, our support, you know, and our donations to, for example, Umma Welfare. So inshallah, in the coming weeks, we can make that happen.
Inshallah. Yeah, again, I can only say from experience, and I said this to the Kickology lads, obviously myself and Jim, our first episode, I don't know if you watched it, Jim from Redditch, obviously we spoke about this as well. And I can just say football, for networking, for meeting other people, sports in general, to be honest, it's a really, really good tool. And if you are looking to obviously network and support others and get obviously awareness of Al-Mateen Foundation out there as well, just you don't, not that you need my advice, Danny, but I think it's a very good way that you're doing it. And by simply entering a football tournament, or even playing like a football match against other community out organisations, you'll be surprised. Well, you won't be surprised because obviously you know the impact of it, but it can help really open up different avenues to meet different people that can support your foundation, who can again endorse your work. You can support them, as you said, vice versa. So 100% I agree. But I want to ask you, as a young person, and again I'm saying this because I'm older, a lot older than you, someone who I think is a young person doing amazing work, managing such a tough job, business, obviously charity, all amazing things. What are the things you find difficult when you're looking at, so, you know, when you're looking at your charity work and that sort of stuff? Yeah. What are the things you find challenging and difficult? Is it fundraising? Is it marketing? Is it just general, as you're doing now, getting out there? What do you find challenging? What are your challenges?
The challenging part of it all, you're the organizer yourself. You know how it's like.
I've got a brilliant team like yourself. I've got a brilliant team, but good. Make my life easy. Yeah.
The challenging part is when you're coming towards an event.
Yeah.
And like you've got, say, 22 players, but then you have a dropout. And then you have another dropout.
Yeah.
And then you can't go ahead with the 11v11 if you got a 10v10.
Yeah.
You know, some people go ahead with it, you know, but, you know.
You find it difficult?
I find it difficult. You have to replace some last minute replacements, you know, all this kind of stuff right here. But alhamdulillah, you know, with all the events that we've done, right, yeah, we've had more than you expected. More than we expected.
Yeah.
You know, like the event that we did with yourself, right, yeah, we had the 22 players, but we had a couple of
subs,
we had the subs.
Yeah.
You know, but then we had lads, right, yeah, who couldn't make it.
Yeah.
Right, yeah. So there's a lot of people, but the part is, right, yeah, when people leave last minute,
yeah.
And then you have to replace them, you know, But other than that, majority of it right here is like, I do my bit, the other brothers do their bit, they raise all the donations, they do all the impact is all from them. My job, and my older brother, he's the one who puts up these events, he pays for the pitches, he's the one who, makes these events really, and then all the brothers that support it, with myself, I've never faced anything, because without the brothers, with the support, with the brothers, it's impossible.
It makes it easier.
It makes life so much easier, because you have one, like myself right here, like trying to like deal with something, but then you'll have someone here who, like a saying, like they rub off your shoulder to make something more better. That's where, like MD again, he comes through like with players like, I've got this player for you, I've got this player for you, they're ready for you, all the kind of stuff. Like for example, we have the paddle tournament, you probably know, but we have the paddle tournament coming up right here in August.
So just everyone that's viewing and listening, obviously Danny and the guys at Al-Mateen Foundation are organising a paddle tournament. Is it officially in Birmingham or Wolverhampton? Where is it?
So right now we are organising in Birmingham, but it could change, but it'll probably change like say in the next couple of weeks, but the event itself right here is August 24th.
Okay, that'll be a paddle tournament.
Open
to anyone to enter?
Right now it's fully
Fully
booked.
booked out. Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
Fully
that's
booked.
good,
But we potentially might extend like more. We probably advertise more to get more people in, raise more awareness and all that kind of stuff. Because you only have like a certain amount of time that you can get everyone involved. We have that event, and he comes through with people like, I've got this person for you, I've got that person for you, ready.
So he's the connect.
He's a connect.
Is he?
He brings his say 6, 7, 8 people.
Yeah.
I'll bring like say my 4 or 5 people, and then the rest right here just come join in it. The word spreads.
Yeah.
We want to join, or we want to join, all that kind of stuff. So
that's really good, Danny. So looking at future events and going forward, obviously you mentioned the paddle tournament. You're going to continue to do 11-side matches. Are you looking to just stay locally, regionally, or are you someone that you're thinking you're going to maybe take your lads out, give them a little bit of an experience to go and meet other brothers and other community organisations? Yeah. Do you want to go out and maybe play games against teams in different cities just to try and raise awareness and raise funds, or is it for now just staying local and just building?
Not only local, right? Yeah, we are looking to expand. As in, you're the first.
We feel privileged, man, Danny. You came to Redditch first.
Literally, you're the first, team, organisation that we've had 11v11 with. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And they always say, the first team that you always do with, so it's always a memory. For me,
it's a good one. Hope it's a good one.
For me, it's a memory because, without you, I wouldn't have met the Worcester guys.
Alhamdulillah,
from there, right, my social media has been so busy.
That's good. That's good.
The impact just that one football match has. It's crazy.
And that's what it's about, Danny. That's what it's about. And it's not just us guys. The other guys, and you'll know this now because you obviously starting to talk to brothers. Not that you didn't before, but people who see good work being done and they can support it. There's good people out there. I can tell you that now. Obviously, you've got a great team. I've got a brilliant people behind me, a brilliant team. There's people at Worcester, as you said, Faisal Zeb, and that when they see good work being done, I find people are ready to support. Again, you're talking about, dropouts. You're talking about dropouts and how much headache that causes you. And you're 26, I'm nearly 40, and that's causing me headaches. Do you know what I mean? That's been causing me headaches for 17 years. Players dropping out, teams dropping out. But these kind of people that come through for you all the time to ready to support your events, again, alhamdulillah, we're blessed because we've got a lot of football teams that are ready to enter. We've got a lot of football teams that they always want to support in other ways if they can't enter, or maybe they've entered previously. But I think in time, those kind of things, as you build, just again, I'm only telling you from my experience, as you build your networks, you obviously meet new people. Clearly, you're doing amazing work, having amazing impact with amazing purpose. You'll definitely have a lot more support as well, I think. I absolutely believe that. Inshallah. So obviously it's good to hear that you've got your future projects lined up and those kind of things. But again, I just wanted to ask you about the game last week, Danny, if you don't mind, because you're a young, you're a young organizer, I say organiser, it's probably the wrong word, but I just see everyone as organisers, do you know what I mean? Yeah. But you're somebody who's obviously got working in the charity, doing a lot of amazing work. As someone, and by the way, we will not take this personally, so you can be absolutely honest.
Yeah.
As someone who's going to laugh now, but you know, from someone coming up and who established this foundation in memory of your late brother with amazing support as well. You came to Redditch last week. Thank you so much for coming to Redditch. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to raise for such an amazing cause as well. And thank you to all the guys that donated from both sides, all the spectators, all the people that donated online as well. But what do you think? Again, ours was just an 11-a-side match. It was a one-off 11-a-side match. Raised a fantastic amount of money, £900 in 90 minutes, which is, I can tell you now, we do small-sided tournaments. The lads will tell you over 4 or 5 hours. They do sometimes don't raise that much. Do you know what I mean? So that was amazing. Again, people support the cause. But what do you think we could do differently as an organisation? Where do you think we lacked? And you don't have to answer that, Mika. But we will not be offended. Is there anything that you think, oh, we could have improved this? And we won't be offended. We'd just like to know.
You've been in the game long enough.
You picked your words wisely. Do you know what I mean?
You've been in the game long enough, right? Yeah. And like for me, as in the way you organise it, you're quite firm. Like you know, like you're on job. You know, like every single day you were texting me saying like, all good, you got your players ready. You know, all this kind of stuff. You know.
Sorry about that.
Yeah, but I wouldn't change anything, to be honest.
No, just
because the brothers that came out for your team, right? Yeah, you know, thanks to all of them for donating,
you, Danny,
for supporting the cause.
Thank you for giving us the opportunity.
And I built great connections there. You know, they social media and all that kind of stuff, right? Yeah, they've influenced a lot. Very welcoming. Open for another game as well. Yeah. But in terms of like organisation and organising, things right here, keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
And please do give us another game.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll probably bring the victory home.
Yeah, inshallah. If it's meant to be, it will be. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Victories, winning on a football pitch, I think it's something turned off. Yeah. Bit of a tech issue there in the background, Danny, but also, there we go, amazing. It's where would we be without you, tech guys? But no, you're just talking there about the obviously the victory, that sort of stuff. Yeah. It's all, look, as someone.
It's all for cause.
Yeah, it's all for the cause. All for the cause. Of course, when you're playing sports, it's competitive. You want to win and that sort of stuff. But it's not. There's greater things than that. Do you know what I mean? It is all for the cause. And when we look at the impact that you've had, your work's had, obviously, Mateen's legacy's had as well. That, to be fair, is the real stuff. Do you know what I mean? We can banter about football. We can say that, we had this win, or it was 90 minutes, it was feisty and this sort of stuff, and that's all just 90 minutes of football. But this is the real end impact, basically. And that, again, that's credit to everyone involved.
Like that banner says, real impact. Yeah. This is the real impact with, the support of the brothers.
Yeah.
The last weekend, all the donations received, right here, we'll go through more water pumps and water valves,
It's good. But I want to ask you, Danny, you might not be able to reveal this.
Yeah.
So you've been telling me on phone calls and text messages.
Yeah.
Well, you accused me of not picking the phone up the other day, which I didn't. These boys will tell you I didn't pick the phone. But he's right, I didn't pick the phone up. I was a little bit busy. But anyway, that's a different subject. But you've been telling me on our calls and messages that basically, you've got a big plan for going forward. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you might not be able to reveal.
I'll give you probably.
You give us a little bit of a
little bit of a hint.
Yeah, go on. And when's it for this year or next year?
Next year.
Next year, inshallah.
So potentially end of May.
Okay, so
end of June.
Okay.
Right, yeah. There'll be a big
event.
Big event.
Inshallah.
Right. Yeah.
Will it be a sports event?
Yeah, sports event.
Yeah.
A big one. No one's ever done it.
Okay, mashallah. Fair
no one's ever done it. Yeah. It'll be one of probably the biggest.
Okay.
From an Asian community.
Okay, fair play.
Right, yeah. It'll be one of the biggest events. Next year, May, June, at a stadium. I'm not going to reveal which stadium because that's too much information.
Fair enough, yeah.
But yeah,
it'll be an experience for people to get involved in, basically, inshallah.
Yeah. So there's going to be, the stadium's going to be fully packed out. There's going to be a lot of sponsors. A lot of businesses come in, raising donations for. My cause and potentially another organisation as well.
Good stuff.
So it's going to be quite a big, good sellout, all for donations.
Yeah, good stuff.
And giving everyone the opportunity across, the areas of West Midlands and, outer to come come together for that one day and support the cause, support the people in need.
Amazing. And if obviously you need any support with that, wherever we and the other guys can support, just let us know. Not that you do, but it needs support. But if you did, we have one. No,
any support is welcome.
Yeah, 100%. So whatever,
Without you guys, like I said to you, like we would have built that connection. If was it me who reached out or was you reached out? I think sure. Because it was that last event that went viral, didn't it?
Yeah.
My last event went quite viral.
MashaAllah.
And from that, the rest is all like history.
And it's good to have that obviously connection with yourself now, and inshallah we can continue to do many things. I just want to ask you quickly. So I went on to obviously your website. I shared your obviously Al-Mateen's eulogy as well with the lads.
Yeah.
Very, very powerful as well. Very impactful. The footballers on our side obviously made sure that they listened to that as well. Clearly, there's some amazing things that your brother did and he was doing as well. And mashallah, everyone speaks very highly of him as well. So brilliant work that he had already done in obviously his short life. But I just wanted to say, when I went into your website, there's obviously things like, you do a lot of merchandise and that sort of stuff as well, don't you?
Yes, the merchandise,
yeah, obviously some really nice things. Obviously you got it on today, Al-Mateen Foundation.
Is that another?
Go on, sorry? Support it, yeah, 100%. And your website's really, really good as well, to be fair. It's very, very good. There's a lot of good information on there as well. So do you use, if you don't mind me asking, do you use obviously your merchandise to raise funds as well? Is that how you do that as well?
So originally, we want to do the merchandise, to raise funds, all that kind of stuff right here. But, since having all these impacts like these football events and all that kind of stuff right here, we've just been like so focused on doing these events and showing where the donations are going towards. But the merchandise itself right here, like we're looking to expand, trying to build more awareness, with the charity, with the organisation and stuff like that. Like my older sister herself, she builds surah books.
Okay,
so in one of the pictures right, you'll see she hand crafts these herself. So we want to like these here. So she handcrafts these. She makes them physically for herself. And so the merchandise, we want to like in the next few months, we want to build on the merchandise. Develop on it. Do more promotion on it. All that kind of stuff. And we want to like create, like some sort of like shop where we can collect more donations by giving people the clothing and just expand on the merchandise itself.
So you do want to use it as a fundraiser?
We do want to use it as a fundraiser, but we just didn't have the chance because we've just been
busy,
with the events, selling at events, the future events being sold out, all these kind of things right here. But 100%, the merchandise, we do want to expand on it and build upon that as well. So hopefully in the next couple of months, we should, we already got our football
shirts.
We already got them designed.
That's good.
So they were done last year, so we'll be using them. They've been quite good.
That's really, really good. Obviously, Danny. So I just wanted to ask you, the other lads previously, as just before we wrap up, the other lads previously, there was the lads, if you heard the Rahma Sports episode as well, the Funks and the lads, Jubs and the lads, they've been on deployment, they've gone out. You obviously have that link with GRT, they do the work on the ground. Have you got any plans to go out and actually do any work or deployment? And again, it's not me putting a test on you or asking you, just seeing what have you got those future plans? Do you think do you envisage going out to these countries and these areas and doing some work yourself?
100%. If I get the opportunity to go to these countries and do the deployment myself, with
take the lads,
take the lads with me because one, playing football, raising donations is one thing, but actually seeing itself physically, that this is what I'm doing. Like me playing football is creating,
this impact.
All these kind of things right here. Without seeing it physically, right here, you want it to hit the heart. Of course, doing all this right here, it's a different feeling that I can't explain about it, but going there yourself is a different experience. It's a different experience. And a lot of the brothers they do want to do, like,
Good. So
they want to
support
get
that.
involved and go on deployment, you know. So if I can give them all the opportunity of, you know, doing that, by all means, I'm going to do it. But of course, right, I'm trying to like build
Slowly,
I'm building day by day, week by week, you know, doing these events, you know, just build the name. And then once, you know, we're there, you know, with the help of GRT and, you know, Bilal and all these kind of things, right, hopefully, inshallah, in the next, probably within a year, we probably potentially be on a deployment. If it's not for Al-Mateen, probably for another organisation, you know, supporting another organisation, you know.
That's amazing. Yeah, fair play. But yeah, Danny, obviously, we're just going to probably wrap up in a minute or two, but I just wanted to give you the opportunity. Is there anything that you want to say to anyone viewing or watching? Anything that you want to maybe give as a message back?
Keep supporting us. You know, get involved in all the events. And it's an opportunity for everyone to, you know, to get together and, you know, leave a lasting legacy for yourself, for your akhirah, you know, because this life is only temporary.
100%.
This life is only temporary, and a lot of people here do forget that. You know, so doing all this stuff, you know, like together as brothers, the community, you know, the unity itself, you know, that's the best thing, you know, as Sadqa Jariyah, you know, that's what I'm doing. That's what everyone else is doing, you know, as brothers together. We need to all get involved together and, you know, help our people in need, because that's what it's all about.
100%. Well said, Danny, as well. Brilliant words as well. And we'll just wrap up on me. I just want to say a few things. Again, thank you to yourself and all your team. Firstly, for obviously getting involved with us guys as well. It's really, really good to have another amazing organisation doing amazing work as a contact and as someone that we know. And I know we have back and forth laughing banter sometimes on WhatsApp as well. So keep up the amazing work, and to all your guys supporting as well, credit to them and hats off to them as well. Just like I've had amazing support as well. It's great to see you getting some, rightfully getting some amazing support as well. And keep up the amazing work and making sure that that legacy that your brother left continues as well. Inshallah. And inshallah, if we can support in any way, as I said, please do let us know. If we can connect you with other brothers as well, who will really, really, again, I know they already know this because I already spoke to them about this. They already love what you guys are doing. And if you ever want to use sport as a tool to do positive things, which you are doing, but if you ever want to expand that further to tournaments and those kind of things, then obviously just know that we are here to help you where we can, inshallah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
No worries. Thank you so much, Danny. And just want to say, guys, thank you, massive thanks again to all the guys in the background, Dinaz, obviously Faiz, Isam, all the guys that have tuned in as well. Thank you so, so much. And to our brilliant sponsors for our Cup of Champions tournament on the 5th of July, who you'll be able to see on the screen as well. 2 weeks to go till our annual Cup of Champions tournament. And I just want to say as well, a massive thank you to On the Munchies Desserts and Pizzas, Adil Sajid, Uncle Sajid, and all the guys, both Uncle Sajids and all the guys that have provided the hospitality for this week as well. Thank you so, so much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Danny, how do you find